Hello, fellow YouTubers. This is Molly V.s John, the new YouTube account that Thescriptluver has made. This is my first video by myself. My boyfriend is asleep over there, and I'm not going to show you him asleep because one, that's pervy. Two, I don't want any girls looking at him while sleeping. And three, I might get complaints like, "Oh, your boyfriend." I feel sorry for him. He's being recorded while asleep. Yeah, so I have a few news before I let you know. This video is about what to do if somebody you know is sleepwalking in your house, or if you get a phone call from your friend saying, "Help me, I don't know what to do because I'll just choose my name. Josh is sleepwalking and I don't know what to do. I don't know where to wake him up or to just leave him walking around and stuff." So yeah, the best thing to do is, if you have a sleepwalker, the best thing to do is to guide them back to the bedroom and help them get back into bed, and don't wake them up. If you wake these guys up while they're sleepwalking, one, they will either scream or have a panic attack or something like that, something that's gonna scare them so bad. Number two, if sometimes your brain, when you sleepwalk, sometimes it turns off. That's one of the reasons why you can't remember what you dreamed about. So yeah. Yeah. So don't wake them up, because sometimes when your brain turns off when you sleepwalk, sometimes they will forget who you are. Like, say if my boyfriend does sometimes sleep, and I'm never gonna record him doing that because one, I don't want to wake him up, because if somebody you really love is sleepwalking, they might accidentally forget who you are while they're sleepwalking. So it could be a 50-50 chance that they attack you. One of my friends had a sleepwalker. The person who was sleepwalking attacked my friend because he woke him up. And luckily, the guy who choked him let go just before he got knocked unconscious. But if he didn't let go, my best friend would have been knocked unconscious and probably in hospital. So look how that happened. So basically, you don't want to wake him up. Just don't even try. Don't do it for a laugh. Don't do it for a vine. Don't do it for anything like that. Just don't even bother. Because trust me, you'll get bad results. I'm not joking. You could end up in the hospital this week. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, I have sleptwalked maybe 4 or 5 times. I sleptwalked in this house. I've sleptwalked at my auntie's. Right, I'll tell you the story about the one at my auntie's because it's a lot more interesting. It was middle at night, and I was on that day, me and my cousin Bethany Jane Hereford, if you know her, and her cousin. Yeah, so I was sleeping at hers and at one at night. I was like, what, 9, 10? I think it was 9 or 10. She was like, I don't know, she was like 11, 12, 13. I don't know. She was older than me, basically. We watched this thing on her iPad, which is a hypnotism thing. We didn't know what goes off at the end, and we watched it all the way from the end, and this freaky face popped up, and we started screaming, we started crying, we started saying, "Oh, I don't want to move. What about if it gets me? I don't want to move in case it grabs me from under the bed." And we started crying and screaming, and we started screaming for, well, her mom / my auntie. And my uncle came up, no, it's her dad, came up and said, "What's up?" And we told them what happened. And later that night, we fell asleep and stuff. We forgot all about it. That night wasn't good. that night was bad, basically, because like, what happened is, I slept well. I got out of the bed, my eyes wide open. They looked kind of bloodshot, I think. That's what they described it as. They said that my eyes looked kind of bloodshot. But I'm not going through all the details. I slept well. I went downstairs, and it was pitch black. It was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, but it was really dark. All the lights were on, everything was downstairs. I don't know much about it, but apparently I sat down on the settee, and in front of the settee is like a wall, which has got like a fireplace or a gap in the wall, basically. It turns out that I apparently sat down, staring directly at that wall in the darkness, so it looked like really freaky. If you're a horror person, it would have probably, basically, I don't like swearing, but it would have like kind of shit you up. It would have probably like freaking made you like gasp, or probably really shaken that, because like darkness is scary sometimes. So, and what happens is, apparently my cousin said that she heard someone screaming, and my Aunt Kelly and Uncle and Bethany ran downstairs, and they saw me sat in front of the wall on the settee. It turns out it was me who screamed. I stood there with my, apparently I was sat there with my mouth like, could you imagine that? Just my mouth wide open and my eyes really bloodshot. I just stood at the wall going like that. Just stood there like, for like 5-10 minutes. My auntie asked me, Molly, what is up? And instead of me talking, I stood up like, I looked at Bethany, and then I went back upstairs and back to bed. Basically, if they woke me up, there could have been a 50-50 chance that I could have smacked somebody. Smacked, slapped, whatever. Could have led something terrible. Basically, what I'm saying is, don't wake someone up. If they're sleepwalking, just don't wake them up. Just like grab hold of them, say, come on, I'm going to take you back to bed now, where it's nice and cozy and you can go back to your dreamland. That's what I call when you go to sleep. I basically say that I'm going to my dreamland. And you just simply put them back in bed, tuck them back in, and just leave them to sleep. And basically, they shouldn't remember all in the morning. Or rest of the day, basically. So yeah. One more thing. Don't complain about my hair. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's important, but I fell asleep a bit earlier, so my hair looks nice for me. So if you wish, like, comment, maybe even subscribe. If you comment, don't put any awful things. Molly V.s John, peace out. I'll hung again. Oh, P.S. Me and my boyfriend should be doing videos earlier this week, but later on this week. Okay, so stay awesome.